What's happening?
Well, Pin Baby, we back home.
ATA.
Oh, man, what an amazing weekend we have just had. I am ecstatic about talking about our time at the ISDC in Houston, Texas this year. To be able to bring in the new year with you, baby,
It's great.
it was great, right? Now, for some folks, they may be like, girl, you're supposed to bring it in with your husband. But usually we're traveling. I'm somewhere and he's somewhere doing something. So this year was very special. So I appreciate you for coming and spending the new year with me, love.
I had a ball.
You had a ball.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you did. All right. So we're going to get into this. Listen, tonight, well, first, got to say who we are. I am Tika of Talking Tea with Tika, and this is
DJ Candyman.
and together we are Tea Candy. All right, so we got to get our brand sponsor out of the way. NudeSouth.com. NudeSouth.com. That's NUUD South.com. That's the sex vape. Now, y'all know we've been talking about sex vapes for a minute. Get on the wagon. I mean, get on it. What you think, Candyman? You don't really say much about the sex vapes.
I do my talking with something else, man. I don't be talking about it.
So men, get with the sex vape. It's off the chain. Go on to get that. Listen, go to newsouth.com. Use the discount code TCANDY for 15% off and free shipping. We also want to say shout out to Alpha Omega Travels. Alpha Omega Travels is one of our brand sponsors as well. Look them up. Alpha Omega Travels.com. Dallas Steppers and Line Dance Explosion and Expo, January 25th through the 28th. That is with Gino Spears. For more information, go to www.dallasdee.com. We're going to be kicking this year off real hard with nice entertainment, January 11th through the 14th. That is in Norfolk, Virginia. We always have a good time in Norfolk. We always have a great time with them. Heritage Ball 2024 going down here in the great city of Atlanta, February 22nd through the 26th. That is always a great time. I am doing the blue carpet for them. I am currently looking for sponsors. If you have an event coming up, you have a brand that you want me to talk about while I'm at the Heritage Ball, look me up. Great deal, great price to be a part of that. So make sure your brand is represented. Even if you can't be there, make sure your brand is represented there. Huge. Stepping into spring, March 15th through the 17th. That is going down in Little Rock, Arkansas. We always have a great time with Mark and Pam out there in Little Rock, Arkansas. Red, White, and Smooth. That's mine. Columbus, Ohio, July 4th through the 7th of 2024. Of course, be there, Columbus, Ohio. More information, www.redwhiteandsmooth.com. It is at the bottom. All these folks I'm talking about are at the bottom of this screen. 20westrealty.com. 20westrealty.com. If you're looking for investment property, looking to try to sell, buy, whatever, look up 20 West Realty. We're almost done, baby. We got a lot of folks that
this
love,
damn
they love us. And I'm like, I love it. I gotta get it out. Sarah Tigo celebrating 25 years in the game. Labor Day weekend going down August 28th to September 1st right here in Atlanta. Last but not least, Fade to Black with Reese and them. Atlanta, Georgia, October 17th through the 20th goes down every year. Fade to Black, an amazing time. The sneaker ball. We have a good time. Listen, let's get into the show, baby. Let's get into the show because we have a full panel tonight to talk about the ISDC. But before we can bring anybody else on, we have got to bring on our co-host for the evening. That is Mr. Lethal Weapon. What's going on, Lethal?
What's going down? What's going on? What's going on? How y'all living?
Man. Lethal, you look
Yes.
like you're still recovering, my brother. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot. Well, we're going to bring in Mr. J. Cole. What's up, J. Cole, baby? What's going on, baby?
Man, I just got back from Houston 2 hours ago. I stayed another night. Yes, I got back at 2 hours ago. I've been here since 4 o'clock.
Oh my God. Well, welcome home,
Yeah,
baby. Welcome home.
y'all fancy. I wasn't prepared for this, so forgive me. I'm sitting
Oh,
outside on the patio.
you're fine. We can see you just fine. We can see you just fine.
I
We
found I
got
found
Miss.
my light out here in the patio. I just got in front of it so y'all can see me because it be dark
We
out here.
we can see you. Wanda, I can't see you, baby. You on there? I don't know what Wanda. Wanda maybe went to the bathroom, get something to drink or something. I don't know. We'll come back to her. We got Mr. J. Owens in the building. What's up,
Hello,
Jay?
I'm good. Y'all doing all right?
We're doing all right. We're
My new
excited.
ATL family.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely,
Where's your,
absolutely.
where did she go?
Wanda Bag, where you at, Wanda girl? You ready over there, honey? There you go, Wanda. There you go. Who is calling me when I am on the live? Hey,
My
Wanda
boy
girl.
Candyman.
Hey, lady, how you doing?
I'm good.
How
How are
y'all doing?
you?
Good, good.
And I have to bring my partner in last because we got a little trophy. Do you want to go get my trophy, baby?
No.
Do you want? Do you got your trophy, baby? Don't worry about him. We got a little trophy. It's over there. It's over there. Go get my trophy, baby.
Candyman, you got to get that trophy. You got to get
That's
that
what
trophy, Candyman.
I'm saying. We got an old trophy, Brandon. What's going on, baby? I can't hear my partner. Who don't sabotage my partner? Microphone. See,
I
they don't want
don't
to
know.
hear
Now,
from you,
can you
brother.
hear me now? Am I on there
There you
now?
go. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Hey, babe.
Hey, hey. Oh yeah, got
What's
that trophy. Got that trophy.
we
Wonderful
got that
partner.
trophy, baby.
Wonderful
We had a
flow.
great time. Yes, yes. So, real quick, let's recap the ISDC. Start Thursday, went on all day, all night, all morning. It never stopped. Like literally, when they said go on Thursday, the party did not stop literally until Monday morning. Do y'all agree with that?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, people were everywhere all night long. It was banana. What do you got my baby? It was bananas. So let's start from Thursday. Thursday we arrived. How many of y'all got there on Thursday? You
I
was
I
there
was
on
got
there.
there.
Thursday?
I was there.
And
I
listen,
got
I know
there
you was there
Thursday night.
Yeah, I was
Thursday night.
Friday. I came in Friday
Yeah, I
myself.
came on Friday.
Listen, Thursday, when we got to the actual hotel, you could feel the energy already there. And a lot of times when you come to an event on a Thursday, you don't really feel it yet. Everybody's still travel day. But ISDC, the people are already ready to get started on
Mhm.
Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
even Thursday
absolutely,
night. Go ahead.
Yes.
absolutely. It goes down from beginning to end. It don't stop. You have to call time out for yourself.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I
Thursday's a good
literally
warm up. It's a nice little warm up for the weekend. Just kind
you
of get
call it
your
a warm
legs,
up.
get a little circulation going. It's a nice little warm up.
Yeah.
I drove in. I got in at like 11 o'clock Thursday night, and everybody's partying in the main ballroom, getting their registration and everything. Then you walk right over, and Stu had that boy rocking at 3 o'clock in the morning on Thursday night. People didn't want to leave out at almost 4 a.m.
It was crazy. All I'm like, because I think they ended the actual party. Was it like till 12? And then you had to go
Yeah,
It
into
ended
Rose
at
Garden?
12. It ended at 12. It ended at 12 in the main ballroom. Yes. And then they went over. Sometimes they might go over, but it was supposed to end at 12. But yeah, on Thursday night
the
it
main
ended at 12.
Thursday night,
Then the
but
main,
the after party went to almost 4 o'clock. I left that at like 3:25
That's crazy. And that's on Thursday.
that's
Thursday night.
Thursday. Hmm.
So
I
we
always
got the weekend
Thursday
just,
because it's real casual.
I mean, what you were there Thursday. How long did you stay up, Miss Wanda?
I was there till about 2 o'clock.
Babe, what time we went to bed?
I didn't get there till Friday.
Oh, that's right. You wasn't there on Thursday, but it was just me then. I think I was up in my room by 11:30. I was like, wait a minute, y'all, this is day one. You got to pace yourself. You have got to pace yourself. We're already getting it in this fast. It's crazy. All right. So Thursday, okay, so I have J. Cole on here. J. Cole is gonna
It
speak
was
from
like
the
3 o'clock.
perspective. You got a big job, J. Cole. I hope you're ready for it. I know I got you at the last minute, but you got a big job.
Yeah.
And that big job is you're gonna come from the music direction, the DJ, the music, the entire weekend. The reason why your job is so big is because we have a lot of T-steppers on here that are steppers. And one of the
Right.
main things about the stepping community that they feel a little reservation about is the music relative to all of the different dance genres.
Well, the thing about it is this: you have 5 or 6 DJs that you have at this event to actually dance as well. Almost every DJ dances,
Mm-hmm.
and most of the DJs is like, for us, it's like we hear it certain sets. You're not playing no stepping music. There's not a genre called stepping music. I mean,
Ooh,
there's not.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
good music is good music, and you find different BPMs to help people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'd like to see. My job is to see people having fun. So you got J3, you got Crazy Q, you got Jerron, you got Stevie Ray, you got who am I missing? Who am I missing? Who am I missing?
DJ
You
EMS.
got Stu, DJ Stu, EMS. Yeah. So you got all those dudes, and they've been doing it for a long time. They've been dancing for a long time. So like that's the one thing that a lot of people think when they come in the swing out, everything gonna be fast, everything gonna be this, that, whatever. But we like good music. We like music that everybody can dance to. So I don't put a genre on that. I put a genre on people having a good time. I mean, it's just music. And so when I start looking at and I see the steppers out there stepping, I see the ballrooms out there ballroom, the swingers swinging, everybody's getting good music where they can all do their dance.
Absolutely. And Wanda, with you being a stepper, I don't want to answer this question. I want you to answer it. From the stepping community, Andrew, we know one of the things is because of the way they don't dance in a up, back, or side. They're kind of in a circle. Did you get bumped this weekend?
I did not. I had a great time, and you have to remember, I step as well as swing out, as well as ballroom. But when I was stepping, my leader kept me tight. I had his back, and he had mine, and I never got bumped.
So
Drew, do you have anything? Yeah.
if I have to speak honestly, yeah, I got bumped. But at the same time, it was I got bumped, but it wasn't nothing that was aggressive. It was like, oh, maybe a touch. You know, everybody's going in different directions. It's expected that you might touch. However, you know, being good dancers, you learn how to adjust to the terrain. And so what we do is we just go out there and we have a good time regardless. Like, don't get me wrong, you could be at the 50-yard line, you still gonna touch somebody. It ain't like
Right,
it's not gonna happen. Even the
right.
best dance, we had Tick behind me, Doc on the other side of me, Dre right here, somebody old school right there. Somebody gonna touch somebody, and it's fine. It's still respectful, but at the same time, it's the energy that's on the floor that's just so amazing. So to see all these different dances in harmony at one time, I mean, that's unmatched.
That's
And
on.
we're used to it, at least for those that come from a city that do multiple dances like Detroit. We're used to that concept. We're used to being able to dance on the floor where you have a rounded dance and you have a slotted dance, and we're still able to maneuver and dance with one another. Point blank.
Point blank, and thank you for that. Jay, what do you think? I mean, I know you're swing out, right?
No, I'm Houston two-step.
Houston
But I
two
do
step.
swing out as well. I do a few different dance
Okay.
styles, but I'm more so Houston two-step. Now, we are that slotted dance that you guys are talking about. We're
Okay.
on the slot. But it was great. I mean, I have to co-sign on what Drew just said as far as, yeah, you're gonna touch. I mean, it's too many people on the dance floor for you not to touch. But it's all in good etiquette. It's always respectful. Oftentimes when you bump, someone bumps, you address it. Hey, my bad, or excuse, whatever. But
Yeah.
it's all love. It's all good.
Brandon, what do you think about that? Being a stepper and you were doing another dance. You did swing out?
A little bit of swing out and
He
Houston
do
two step.
everything,
Ooh, I love to
everything.
dabble in a lot of things. but But it was wonderful out there. When I say the love for all the styles and everybody moving and grooving in their own space was there. I mean, even if somebody saw them maneuvering into your space, they kind of looked up at you, gave the nod, and everybody shifted accordingly. Nobody was trying to Beauregard anybody's space, and it was love all over.
Can I say one thing?
Yes. Go ahead.
Oh, one thing that
Yes,
I've
go ahead.
noticed
Somebody's
is
cutting
like
out. Want to
since
say
it's
something?
been like it's been,
Okay.
that was me. I don't know. Basically, with a lot of the steppers being, it's a lot more steppers in Texas now as well. So what happened is we learned the etiquette of it. So basically, if we swinging out, we go to the middle of the floor and let the steppers have the outside if they want to walk and do everything else like that. That's one thing we learned, to where we can keep it like we do certain stuff like that. Drew come to Richie, we try to keep the outside open for the steppers. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's no better, you do better.
Yeah, and I'm glad that we're all on here talking about this, because I think it's important, and I totally understand what Tina's vision is with trying to get all these dance styles together. It is a dance. It's an urban dance that we all came from. You understand? So why not? Why not party together? And I think this weekend definitely proved it. What do you got to say about it, Candyman?
You got to be honest, man. That's why steppers dance on the outside of the floor, because we know in the middle, even with just stepping, you might get touched a time or two.
Yeah.
You know, the middle, you
Right.
might get bowled to the head. So just stay out of it. So if the etiquette is being taught, and Linden Hoppers go to the middle, then it's perfect. Because steppers are trained, we gonna stay on the outside, man.
Right.
Give us that.
Well, you brought up Lindy Hop. I was gonna wait till later to bring up Lindy
Man,
Hop.
I've been dancing all
But listen, y'all, let me tell y'all the story with Lindy Hop. And I know, okay. Now, people have seen Lindy Hop. Lindy Hop is very active. It's a lot. It's moving around a lot. Now, I cannot say that I got bumped by one Lindy Hopper. I didn't. Okay. Surprisingly, I didn't get hit by a Lindy Hop, because, baby, when I tell you Lindy Hop is off the chain. All right. But let's tell the story of the Lindy Hop for Candyman. Go ahead, Candyman. Tell the story.
I mean, I sat in on one class and saw it. And shout out to Remy, and I forget the younger dude's name with the dread. Somebody help me out with that.
Todrick. His name is Todrick Hall.
So you know, I went to the room and practiced, man.
Yeah.
Tell the rest of it. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I kicked a lot of walls, but you know, I did practice.
Listen,
Did you give
I'm
her
in
a
the
flip?
shower.
Did you lift her up, Candyman?
Listen, I'm in the shower. I hear.
Did you lift her up?
Going.
Hey,
I'm jumping out like, oh my God.
myself, trying to get them two kicks to the front, pause and kick back.
I'm like, what are you doing? You can't Lindy Hop. So let's tell the story of Drew. Drew was in a contest. Okay.
Oh
There
my
are several
God.
contests
Oh my
throughout the
God.
weekend. What was the name of the contest that she did this style together? What was the
It
name
was
of the
called the
contest?
Invitational Crossover.
Yes.
Crossover.
Oh my
All
God.
right.
Oh my God.
Explain that to us, Lethal Weapon. Explain that to the people that weren't there, what that meant.
Okay, so what happened? All dancers were from different genres, of course. And what you were going to end up doing was you were going to dance the leader's genre of dance, and you were going to dance the follower's genre of dance. Now, you were not going to dance with who you would normally dance with. A two-stepper could dance with someone from stepping, or someone stepping could dance with someone from Lindy Hop, as we saw Disco Lights. I mean, Drew could have done. So
He was shining.
He was shining, didn't
he was shining. But it was the purpose to see if you could lead or follow the person into the dance, and to watch those guys that normally don't jump around like that. Hence, Drew hit the move like he did. Who's got music? Who got music? Okay.
Go ahead.
To see him move like that, to see him normally move like that, but him to be in a competition and do what he did was quite fun. Because remember when Tina talked about it in the pre-show, I was like, this is going to be real interesting. But and
Yes.
that's exactly what it was. But it was fun. It was very
Yes.
fun.
All right, Drew.
My heart was beating so fast. When I tell you I was so nervous, I mean, I already walked up there on the stage and got called out, by the MC, that can't do nothing best but talk about people. I got called out
Right.
by him. And then I gotta go up there and then dance with Tasha. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. She Lindy Hop. I don't know how to Lindy Hop.
Boy, you can't sit. You start kicking, boy.
I just
That
was
was a
like,
setup.
what have I
That
seen
was
them do? What have I seen them do? So that's what I went out there and did. I
that
told her,
was a setup.
I'm just gonna throw you in the air some way, shape, or form. She said, okay. And I'm so thankful that I got the smallest person up there. Let me just tell you that. I'm just so thankful got the smallest person up there.
And she cold too. She is cold with it. She is legit.
Yeah, man, they cut up. They cut up.
Doing the Charleston and
Yeah.
everything.
All I know is
Shout
my
out
heart
to
was
Miss
beating so
Barnes.
fast.
Shout out to Miss Barnes. Shout out to Miss Barnes.
Absolutely,
Wherever she
Latasha
might
Barnes.
be, she might be somewhere else right now. No telling where she might be right now because they travel year round. And I had an extensive conversation with the Lindy Hoppers. They just done the Kennedy Center earlier that month. So they headlined the Kennedy Center. So we were getting people that had just come from doing a headline show at the place where you see the Kennedy City Honors, huge things that go on at that place in Washington. They headlined that show. They
That's
weren't,
ISDC.
and they come from there to go ISDC. So, you get stars and you get iconic people in this building. So, yeah, shout out to them, Todrick and all the rest of that crew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I like it.
We have got to mention the young lady that's 93 years old.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
It
Yes.
And if you don't have a video of her doing her thing at New Year's Eve, if I can get a 93-year-old woman to snap her fingers and do the step, and then she did her thing and she did not sit down the whole time. When we got to New Year's Eve, I think that was the mountaintop of the energy. If you didn't feel that energy at that point, something was wrong with you.
I saw her from the beginning, and when she had Tina that wine, her
glass?
champagne, she said, "Here, take this glass.
Right.
Let me give them something, man." And she
Yeah.
got in, man. She
Yeah.
got in. Right in.
That was very impressive. And what was her name again?
Sugar. That's all I remember was Sugar.
Sugar.
Yeah, she was sucking in the whole weekend. Every time somebody hit the floor, she had a phone out. She was taking notes, talking to people. She loved the whole weekend. She was brightening up. They should have seen
I ain't never seen a 93-year-old woman hit the live button so fast.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, when I tell you she hit the live button so fast,
what?
It wasn't no fumble. It wasn't no different screen. No, she was like boop boop.
She knew
She
exactly
got on there
what she was
faster
doing.
than the teacup show.
Not the teacup show. I was so impressed. Now we have got to say this, and Wanda, I want to bring you in on this point. During the ISDC, there was a class that was for the children that Chuck James taught, which I thought was amazing. How important is it that we teach the youth to dance?
It is so important. I mean, I'm 49 and I'm really just into the dance. So if we're not giving it to the youth, then this dance may die out. So my son, he is 14 and he's been dancing with me since I started dancing maybe about 6 years ago. So he learned the beginning of swing out, the beginning of Chicago style step, and the beginning of ballroom. He loves the line dance. And I just think it's important. And if I can have a moment, because you said to talk about my event, we have an event, Teach Me to Dance. And it's a fundraiser that sends our children that looks like us to STEM summer camp, focusing on science, technology, engineering, and math. So not only do they get the side of academics, they also get the side of art of dance, because I do bring in people to teach them dance. So when you come, The adults have workshops in all of the genres, but then so do the students, so do the children as well. So I think it's important. So in ISDC, Chalk did stepping, and I also did a line dance with the kids as well. So we have to give back to our children. We have to.
Thank you, Wanda. Thank you for doing that. We really appreciate you for doing that. Seriously.
We also
Jay.
want to implement, hold on a minute, real quick, just real quick. I don't want to interrupt what we had going on. ISDC is family oriented. It's not just for the adults, it's for the kids as well. So if you do have kids and you're here with us, the kids will always have something to do. They will learn all genres of dances, and they're learning it not from, they're learning from those people that you see on the flyer. Marcus and Trent were in there. They have everybody in there. Jay has done it before. So if Jay hadn't done it, somebody from Two Step has done it before. These are not just, kids teaching kids. No, these are the actual people, champion winners that have, it doesn't sound right, but people that have won are doing this thing with the kids and donating their time to the kids during ISDC. So we thank all of those people that have gave their time to help the children or to lead this thing on.
I appreciate that.
Hey guys, I just wanna segue and just say everybody have a wonderful night. I gotta start class. We gotta get rolling. It was such a pleasure and a blessing to be amongst everybody, especially you guys this weekend. Wonderful way to bring in the new year, and I'll let y'all have it. I'll talk to y'all soon.
All right, let's
Here.
All right, Brandon, do you want to interject or say anything regarding the importance of teaching children? I know you have kids as well, so.
Absolutely, and I've started off in this thing very young, and I was privileged to start off around about 23, 20, 22, and kind of dove into every style that was thrown at me. And I mean, even coming from, I know Drew just jumped off here, but catching people like Drew that come in and you see him hit the floor at a age younger than I was, winning championships, that doesn't get started until somebody introduced them to the environment itself, like ISDC does. I mean, you got to get the love and the passion inside for them, not just to compete, but just to be around a great atmosphere, and it develops on its own. And I mean, the event this weekend did nothing but that. You saw none but positivity, nobody claiming that their style was better. Everybody was speeding style on style on style and giving nothing but love. And I didn't hear not one negative comment the whole time I was there.
Jay,
I did. I had a negative comment. I had a negative comment.
What was it?
It was cold.
Now, it was cold. Now, listen, okay. That was, it was freezing.
But that's no fault of ISDC.
Listen,
it was cold.
But it was
I ain't gonna lie.
But it was hot the next morning, though.
That's a nice change up for a stepping event or for an event period. Because normally it'd be blazing hot with so many people in there. If I got to deal with some cold and dance with a jacket on, give it to me.
Yes.
I'll get hot eventually.
And it was still cold. It was.
Yes.
So that lets me know it can be done. Stepping promoters, it can be done. Because I tell you, that place was packed. We were dancing and we was about to freeze all at the same time. Don't know how they made it work, but we were about to.
I had no clue.
They had a glacier of ice in there.
I had a whole pea coat on trying to do some dancing. I was laced up.
Yeah. It was wild. Thank you, Marriott. Jay, I want you to jump in and I want you to talk about. You talked about some really interesting things with Candyman, just kind of off record. But I want you to talk about the importance of all of these different nationalities and all of these different people all coming to one place and loving and supporting and talk to us about that.
Okay. We did. Candyman and I had a really in-depth conversation about that, and it was about understanding, not placing our dance culture over our Black culture. Not placing dance over your people, not disassociating yourself from your people over a dance style. The thing about it is all these different dances, regardless of what region or what part of the country you're from, they all come from our people, Black people.
Yeah.
Which, so from my perspective, if it comes from my people, regardless of where you're from, it's my dance. So because it's our culture, it comes from our people. And what we like to do is we like to put these invisible borders and these little silos and things of that nature. We like to, lock ourselves in those things, which causes division, which is, of course, understanding our culture and our history. That's been the thing that's been infused in our community in order to keep us weak and divided. But
Yeah.
events like ISDC is the resolution. It brings us all together in appreciation for our culture.
Yes.
Not our dance style, but our culture, all of our culture. Because when you looking at Detroit ballroom, that's our African American culture. When you're looking
Yeah.
at Dallas swing, that's our African American culture. When you look at Houston two-step, Chicago step, and Lindy Hop, all those dances came from our people. So how dare you open your mouth against it? Then you open your mouth against your people. You know what I mean?
That's,
And when and the thing about it is, I think we need to start checking each other on that, and making
yeah.
sure we do not allow each other to speak against our own people when you speak against our culture.
That's deep. That's deep.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
like you
we got to
said,
hold
we've
each other
made the dance.
accountable.
Yeah, we've made the dance the focal point versus it being
The
us.
people.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
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 and we was able to really enjoy our culture.
yeah,
It was beautiful. I mean, it was just beautiful. Everybody was invited in, and everybody was celebrated. And regardless of what style you did, we're gonna holler and scream for you.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love our culture. I love our people.
I mean, I know
Hey,
you
that's for
do,
sure.
and I can tell that you do. One of the things
Yeah,
I did really, I noticed you were talking about how we supported and screamed for other people that won. That's slightly different a little bit. Sometimes in the Chicago stepping world, if
yeah,
somebody felt like they should have won and they didn't, they get to throwing chairs and acting crazy because they didn't win. Versus being at this, it was like they didn't really care who won. We just want to holler at you, and it didn't literally. It did
right,
not matter. It
right,
just we're just here. We're thankful that we're here. You got up there and
right.
did the best you could, and you won, and we appreciate you. That's what I feel.
Lynch the
All
judge
right.
first.
You're gonna support each other. Your
Yeah.
biggest what you find at ISDC is your biggest supporters is those people that you're competing against. Because when we
Yep.
Yes.
standing on the side, when
Yeah.
we standing on the side, we're talking to each other, we're encouraging each other, things of that nature. When we line up on that line, getting ready to do that Jack and Jill, you know what I mean?
Yes.
All those people competing against each other, they the ones stepping up, they the ones standing up, yelling and rooting for you and stuff like that. Your competition at ISDC is your biggest supporters.
Yep.
I mean, come on.
Totally agree.
Matter of fact, the guy I competed against, I don't consider myself a competitive dancer. I like to get there and have fun. If I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. But the
Yeah.
guy that
Right.
beat me, we were working out he was practicing in the room where I was DJing early. He was trying to get a move down. I helped him get the move down. It's like everybody just want to go out there and have
Right,
fun.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
I know. I love
right.
when y'all start screaming at each other. Do the knee move. It's the funniest thing.
Yeah, what was up with the hearts and stuff?
Oh yeah, with the heart thing. What was that
So
about?
Yeah, Chris started that last year.
yeah, it's an ISDC thing. Like literally every group has like their own little coming together symbol. So when we get out there and do it, especially when we say like do the knee move, it's like a ongoing perpetual like, hey, this is that trick that we know one of us do really, really
Can I
well. We gonna share this across the board. Everybody about to try
Just
can
this.
I can I give y'all the
just
history
like
of the
John,
knee move?
Oh, I know the
please.
history of it.
With
Yes.
Go ahead with Jay.
Okay, the history of the knee. Y'all know Master Red, right?
Yes.
Yes.
yeah,
Master Red, he's one of our old school legends, Houston two-step. He originated the move.
He was
Okay.
And
there.
then, yeah, he
yeah, he
originated the
was there.
move.
He
And
was there.
then, of course, Walter started doing the move. And when Walter started doing the move, it became a thing. And everybody, it just became a fun thing to where it's like, hey, do the knee move. Everybody do the knee move. And it's just a thing.
Just
It's
like
Yeah,
we're
just
gonna
It's
always
a
tell.
fun thing.
It's the
that's one
same
of the
thing we gonna
biggest
always
things.
tell John to do the splits too. John
Yeah,
always want to do the splits. Do the
that's
John.
that's the
splits.
biggest that's the biggest thing I love about ISDC. You have Sean. Sean loves to stop on that floor and roll that body. So
Yes,
in the
yes.
middle of my competition, I made sure I did it, and then I look back at him. I was like, "Hey, I got you." And
I
that's
got
the fun of the whole thing. You know somebody's move, you know it's signature to them, so you do it not out of spite, but as a homage to say, "Hey, I see you. I love it. We about to share this move together." And it's
Yep.
all about sharing across the board.
Oh
I
yeah.
love that. If you tried that at a stepping competition, that's a whole problem.
Oh yes,
Oh,
it is.
I mean,
Oh yes,
seriously,
it
like,
for
is.
Yeah.
real? Are you
You can't
serious?
like,
you can't steal nobody
yes.
moves in front
I
of
ain't
them.
gonna lie.
Oh
See,
man, I thought that's the
I
thing
like
about it. When
competition.
we out there, I want you. I want to see your best move. Cause next time you see it, I got it. I'm
Yeah.
trying my best to get it.
Right.
Well,
But see,
we
that's and that's when we're talking about the culture and the thought process and the mindset.
yeah.
Unfortunately, it's a lot of conditioning that has happened on our side of the world that's not positive, right?
Yeah.
Where if you did it, it would be a whole, or why he's trying to dance like this person, or why he trying to, it's like a problem versus it being, you know
Well,
what? He just did that move like y'all do.
Yeah.
I love that.
I mean, in stepping, it's just like the Olympics. You have fun in your country where you at, but when you come to the Olympics, it ain't time for fun. We came for business. We gonna show you. When them Jamaicans run out there, they ain't running for fun, man. They ain't running for real. You got to beat
But
us,
why do
man.
you think it's so
So
different?
when the stepping competition is stepping, when you go to the world's largest competition, it's for real. We done had fun at the 50 at Ellery's or wherever you dance at in your town. But when you come to Chicago and put it up on the stage, it's for real, man.
But they were
These,
for real.
yeah,
You didn't think they were for
I
real?
mean, they are for real, but they do it in a different way.
But what,
but
that's what I want.
Fun
this
it's fun. These folks in Chicago is going to get sequence outfit, matching draws,
They
matching.
had
They ain't got on no 12 piece. They getting 12-piece outfits, man, and matching. So it's 24 pieces. Cause the man got to have 12 and the female got to have 12.
25.
It's
well, let
24
me ask you
pieces.
one question
There's
though.
a
Let me ask
whole
you one
lot of
question though.
rapping. These folks
How,
came to for real. We gonna
how
show you,
long has World Largest been going on?
you
That's the
know.
30 some odd years.
So yeah, so this is like 10. How long is it, Kevin?
It's 9 years.
Yeah.
2014.
And so when it started, everybody came out with that notion to have fun. So we still competing and having fun, but y'all, like I said, y'all got a long history of that. So it's when
Came
something's
from, I'm
been
gonna show you
But
who the
I
best,
think
from the
everybody
lower
got a
end
history of
to the
that.
west side to wherever part of Chicago you come from, we gonna come here and show who the best dancer. It ain't
Yeah.
for fun right here tonight.
That's
Can
why
I,
Now
that's why I
after
can I,
like
we
that's why I
compete,
like ISDC though, because everybody got their own pockets. But when you come to ISDC, you're not just representing yourself anymore. You're representing your style to show and share with everybody, not to come out there and step on nobody's neck, but to out there and
right,
come out and like, hey, this is what this look like. This is how
right.
fun I'm having. I'm showcasing it for y'all. It might be in a competition form, and yes, I am trying to win. But I ain't trying to win to step over and shoot my guy in the back over here. I'm trying to
no
show y'all
disrespect.
exactly
it,
what we have.
Right.
And I
Right.
know that if I can
wait,
jump in. Everybody keeps using the word share. That is really why I'm here. I am not a dancer. I've never been a dancer, not even clubbing. And the dance was shared here in Gainesville. And that's what made me fall in love with DFW Swing Out. I went to one event in Pensacola called Dance Expo. And I've been hooked ever since because I didn't know Chicago style stepping. What is that? Urban ballroom. What is that? But then I'm watching Damon Carter. I'm meeting Liddell Hedro.
Yeah.
I'm meeting Cat in the Hat.
Yes.
Um, Queen. Who are
Yeah.
these people? You
Yeah.
don't start seeing that stuff until you start traveling.
Right.
ISD to me has become that place that I'm going every year is because so many people come there and they are sharing. They're
Yeah.
saying, hey, this isn't my dance, this is our dance. And a lot
Right.
of ISDC dance multiple dances. So I enjoy going to a step set, but I also enjoy going to that same stepper set, and I got friends with me who might know how to ballroom, so we can ballroom off that same music. I
Yeah.
got somebody to swing out. We can swing out to that same music. So I think ISDC opened my eyes, and some other events, and that's why I continue to do what I do with purpose, using that to teach everybody and to share all of these style of dances. Because if we don't share them, they will be gone. And I think ICC does a great job of that. And everybody has said that one word, share. And if we continue to do that, this will continue.
I got one last thing because I wasn't prepared for this and my phone finna die.
Uh-oh.
But I want yeah. What Tina does wonderfully, and what I love about ISDC is she gonna bring out the people who are the people that people know. Like she brought Lawrence. I got to meet Lawrence Bradford. That
Yes.
dude is. I got to meet him at ISDC. I
Yes.
got to meet Taboo. That's Taboo. Out of y'all, I met Taboo. And Taboo, like, just dance, do your dance, do your dance. I got to meet you, and then she bring the people out. There's a newbies, newcomers, people we never heard of, but she's sharing that with everybody. She's showing you it's not only DFW swing out. It's not only Houston two step. It's not only
Yes.
Chicago two step. I mean Chicago step. It's not only Detroit ballroom. You have a plethora of things you can do, and I'm gonna give you an opportunity to learn them. And when you get out there, you're gonna have a good time, and it's gonna be classy, and everybody's gonna enjoy themselves. And so, like, I appreciate each and everybody on this panel because I know each and every one of y'all. Me and Candyman became friends this weekend. you also get to see people that you've been admiring forever through YouTube and stuff like that. I was following Drew for like 15 years before I finally met him. He's out there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing.
And I love it. I really, really love it. And I want us to bring more of that over into the Chicago stepping side of the world. Because I literally talked to a few people that were just enamored by Chicago stepping. Like it's like they heard of it. It's like, it's this thing like, oh, you Chicago step. And I think if we, as the community of Chicago steppers, really, really embraced that feeling that people have about our dance, I think we'll open up more. I think. You think opposite?
I think opposite. I think Chicago stepping should be what Chicago stepping is, because it's been that way for years. If you want to have fun and learn something else, you need to go to ISDC. Don't go to Chicago. Let's go to Houston. Let's go down there where we can do our dance, but we can also learn something else.
Instead of trying to come there. And I hate it to seem this way, but sometimes our community can be a little bit hard.
But I think it's like that in every community, because to be the best, to see the people that I saw do what they did as far as the dance and do it at the level that they do it, they got to have that competitive spirit. They gotta want to be the best. They have been putting time in, practicing. That guy Remy is a hell of a dancer, and I know he came from France. I know it. He's from France. You know what I mean? I know he's a competitor because I talked to him. He's also a DJ. I talked to him.
He killed the after party that night. He did the after party that night. And he played something for everybody.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
So you got to have that in where you are. I didn't know that the Lindy Hop was so big in Atlanta, but I guarantee you.
Yeah, somebody told us a whole community of Lindy Hoppers here in Atlanta. I'm like,
I talked
really?
to a guy named Scott from Knoxville. Shout out to you, Scott. You know, but I think you got to have the competitive spirit if you want to come have fun and learn something else and be with your people. You need to go to this event, man.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
top.
I wanna chime in and say, Miss Tika, I think you're doing a great job because you are going. If no one else is going, you're going, and you're giving a platform to be able to show other people in Atlanta, Chicago, just everywhere that other things are going on and people are sharing the dance floor with other dance styles. And as long as you go and continue to have a good time and continue to share what is happening in other places, then I think you alone will begin to open the door to what you're looking for in the.
Yeah,
exactly.
I appreciate that.
Well, I do know.
You have a platform with the steppers.
Yes.
You got a platform. You're sharing what you got firsthand.
Yes.
If they didn't experience New Orleans bounce when we went around in that circle, man, at 12 o'clock.
Yes,
Really?
sir.
Oh my God.
You
Yo.
know,
You know what?
Kev,
I'm gonna actually
Lethal
tell y'all
Weapon
something
always
about
has
that.
something to do.
Lethal man.
I'm
Talk to us
I'm
about
gonna tell
that,
you
Lethal.
something about that. For me, and Jay can attribute because Jay and I have been doing this as long as we've been doing it. I started out the DJ as ISDC, and I think I started it because it was just I needed fillers. But I started doing that second line because Louisiana started coming. He brought in Baton Rouge. He did Flow Motion Baton Rouge. And when I
Yeah.
saw that
Yes, sir.
Flow Motion Baton Rouge, I had to go on and then put that in there because I know some Louisiana folks. So I know I had to implement that. This year was probably the first year, and Jay can tell you, and Brandon and J. Cole probably can tell you, that's the first time I've ever seen the floor that packed.
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. It was one time before. You remember when we had the guy from when you started doing the dance contest when you be having them twerking and stuff and
Peter, yes, Peter
Peter,
Strong,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
my God,
yeah, I remember that one.
Peter the clown, Peter
Peter,
clown.
They talking
I
about
have
Pete.
done some things.
Why
I
you?
have done some things. I danced, and there was a guy. His name is Peter Strong, white guy, glasses, looked like Clark Kent for real.
Yes,
I
for
knew
real.
he
Look
could
like
That
dance.
video.
yes.
Yes,
I saw that
yes.
video. Yes.
I have managed to pull some stuff, and I want to thank folks like Jay. Jay always give me that, just do it, just do that thing. And Tina's
Right.
always allowed me to release the beast of that side of me. But New Year's Eve night, and I could tell y'all, I was heavy most of the weekend. People was like, "What's wrong?" And I don't know what happened. I had Ira's husband, Reverend Lawson. He prayed for me. I came back in, and I was like, "Let's do this." After the band finished and we counted down, everything came out, and it was
You remember
like,
what I asked? You remember what I asked you earlier? I said you mighty quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I was. But and you know what? After 2023, and all of a sudden somebody say, "Oh, you're a minister," and I don't know what I was. I knew what I was saying, but it was just flowing out of me. And when we did that second line, I saw the floor, and
Yeah.
then Jay, love the video that you posted. Appreciate it
Yes.
to catch
Oh,
how
no
you
doubt.
caught it.
Yes.
No doubt.
I didn't realize that it was that many people on the floor. And then if you realize it was that many people in the room, all those different styles from all those different states, countries, and continents,
Yes.
all on the
Yes.
floor. Every dance style that we claim and own were all on that floor doing that second line.
It's a
Yes.
beautiful
Everybody
thing.
Yes.
was on that floor. And if you
Yes.
saw from the stage, it looked beautiful because nobody was out of step. Everybody was
Nope.
enjoying themselves, saying Happy New
Yes.
Year. Sugar with
Yes.
her was watching, she was doing her thing. It was just a beautiful feeling. But when we got into that hip hop phase, I could not to see all
Listen.
those people doing what they were doing, the Lindy Hoppers. And one thing about Lindy Hoppers, they don't care what it is, they gonna enjoy
When
themselves.
they did the butt,
Right?
Yes.
then they were doing
They
They,
were
it.
yeah,
doing the
they were
butt.
doing
Let's let the
everything.
record show the Lindy Hoppers were doing the butt. Period.
They lost
They
it.
they
So
go
I
to the
was like,
fullest.
if you were sophisticated, as I like to call you, you lost all of your little bouginess in that little 30 minutes. Because when I saw the Candy Man and T Lady and Sean Valentine doing the side
Right.
side,
They were
I said,
clowning. They were clowning.
won't he do it?
Clown.
Really won't. But
We
when
clown with you,
Candyman
man.
say, "Man, I'm coming back," if I want
Yes.
to thank you both, I want to thank you both, and
My
like J.
thing
Cole
is,
said, thank both of you because the step inside, Brandon's my boy. He's been coming, and I got to meet, as they said, all these people. But I want to
Yeah.
thank you too because in 2 years, people are now starting to hear about it.
Yes.
ISDC. Jay has been with me. He's not missed one, and I haven't either. So
Yes.
we out of
hey,
these
get off of
9 years, well, actually, we was at the first one, which we
what
ain't
you
gonna
love.
call, but we're talking
Leaning in.
about smooth jazz.
Don't talk about, yeah. We don't speak of Dallas. We don't speak of that one.
We don't speak of that one, but when she formulated everything, and if you really know the history of ISDC, Jay and I have been in the growth of this whole thing. But to see UT Lady to come over and allow us to talk about this show, Steppers, I have no problem with what y'all do. Candyman, you put in that, it's indoctrinated. Just come get a taste of your people doing what they do.
Yes.
And when I actually took them, he said this is his first time in Houston, and I took them, Jay. I took him down the Galleria, took him down to the Galleria, let him ride down Westheimer,
Ooh,
Oh
let him
yeah.
Lord.
see a piece. Yeah, and he was like, "Man, this is a lot of stuff going on." I say,
Yeah.
Oh
"Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on." But between all of the dancers, it's like a family reunion
Yeah.
slash huge party
Yeah.
with
Exactly.
a lot of
Exactly.
resources of dance,
Yeah.
businesses. It's so much that was in that room or in that atmosphere in that hotel. You got to meet people, you got to see people, and it's a beautiful thing for us to be able to sit down and have deep, short conversations and grow. Candyman said, "No, man, you got a brother now." I was like, "Damn, I feel like I just won an Academy Award." The
Me,
Candyman
hey,
said, "Brother."
me too. Hey, it was two things. First thing, Candyman said, "You on Facebook?" He like, "Man, get my number." And,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and
Hey,
then,
hey, hey, Candyman became everybody brother that weekend.
right, Candyman. When I was up there spinning, I looked down. If they wasn't dancing TK, Candyman looking up at me, putting that finger up. They like, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir."
That right there. Good. That's what
Man, you ain't come to have a good time, man. You got to stay at home, man. I came to have
Oh
a
yeah.
good time. Ain't got no
Oh yeah.
problem talking with folks new, and,
Yeah.
and knowing, man. I met a lot of people at this event, man. And, I mean, I rode back with an older gentleman, man. I mean, got
Where is he from?
glasses. He's
Australia?
from Australia, and his main dance is the Linden Hop. I say, damn, I'm breathing hard, practicing, and
Look,
that's his dance, you know.
this
Oh yeah.
phone to the die.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all again, man. I love everybody. Happy New Year, y'all. My phone for to go down, so I love y'all. Thank you,
All right,
Tika,
baby.
Candyman,
All right,
We love
Jacob.
you.
Lethal Weapon. All
All
y'all be
right.
blessed, man.
All right,
All right
bye.
now.
Charge your phone, bro. All right, we got Tina. She's logged into the live. Tina, what do y'all want to say to Tina? Give her some words of encouragement to give us a number 10. Because after
That's
we
all you
get
need
Oh,
to
this
say.
thing
I don't
going
even say
last
nothing
week,
else. I don't even say
please
nothing.
who
keep
gonna
it
say the
coming.
first? Who gonna okay, Brandon, you're first. Go ahead and give your plea to
Please
Tina.
keep it coming. I mean, ever since the beginning to today, it has been evolving, it has been growing. I mean, people been getting excited seeing their style done for the first time by somebody else. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it couldn't have been done without the dream and the workings of Tina. And I mean, she hounds you down to make sure you have your information. If you
Yes.
don't have it, it's not because she didn't try. She's in your face. She's gonna say, "Hey, did you get your schedule? Did you get the
Yes.
tickets? Did you do everything you wanted to do? How did you
Yes.
like it?" She's asking. She's getting the feedback. Her staff has the same love. So, Miss Tina, please keep doing what you're doing. Give me some more.
All right, Jay, you next.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Well, Tina know me. I've been down since day one, and when this first kicked off, it's like I believed in her vision of bringing all of these African American styles of ballroom together. Because unfortunately, it's been divided so long. It's one of the bright spots of our community to allow us to see what we can actually be
Mm-hmm.
and what we can actually have when we come together and appreciate each other in contrast to reject each other for not doing the same social dance.
Right.
Think
Right.
about that. Anyway, so the thing about it is, I'm sorry.
No,
Um,
go ahead. I
the,
love it.
the, the thing about it is, it's a beautiful thing. It's competition helps grow the dance. It helps expose us to each other and allow us to develop relationships. Like I said, I just met my brother Candyman this weekend. And it's like beautiful. Building beautiful relationships like that. Across the country. So next year it'd be like a family union. And it's like
Yes.
that's what it is.
Yes.
So we need to keep that going, Tina. Keep it going.
Tina,
Keep it growing.
she is listening. Go ahead, Wanda. What would you like to say to Tina?
Yes, Miss Tina, I'm gonna hit the workshops. A person like me who comes from Gainesville, a non-dancing community, and I'm able to come and learn from some of my mentors who are helping me to put dance in games. That's because of you. I can come every year and know I can get Dale's hands, and I only see him maybe twice a year. I can come and get Damon's same thing. Now I can get in Drew's hands and John Seeger's. So I appreciate everything that you do. Those workshops are awesome. And I want to thank you for including line dance and asking me to come and teach. I'm enjoying myself. And like I said, with the kids, anything you want, need, I am there. What you do is important, not just in Houston. It is important everywhere. And the people in Gainesville say thank you. And we are ready to come back for years.
Oh, all right, Lethal Weapon. Miss Tina is.
If it wasn't for that dude, Jay Owens, talking to Tina, 9 years ago, 10 years ago, if you really want to be honest, 10 years ago now, we wouldn't have started the ISDC. If
I
we
can't
go
take
back to the
credit.
first one, hey, if you really want to talk about it, we started at the Royal Semester.
Yeah.
And some of those people that went through that have been through ISDC, a lot of them have stayed. Some have gone on transition to the Dance Hall of Fame, Dance Heaven, whatever you want to say. Tina's smile brings all of that together for
Yes.
me.
Yes.
I think a lot of times the weight is on her because of the fact that we do this at the last. We don't talk about it all year. We know it's coming. It's coming. Tina, I say do 10. If you drop the mic after 10, I'm satisfied. But if you hit 10, I guarantee you there's going to be people that showed up because people were first timers. It was 50% first timers
Yes.
this year.
Yes.
It was a lot of people that showed up that I was looking like, where did you come from?
Yes.
They found out because I scream ISDC all year. Jay screams ISDC all year. He uses his students for ISDC all year.
Yes.
Instructors, stop putting off telling them about ISDC. If you're going to teach them, tell them about this huge plethora of knowledge and fun.
Yes. Absolutely.
Tina, I need Tina's 10th year. And I'm putting a challenge out to everybody that think they want to go and know they're going. Just start putting in the comments Tina 10. Just put in the comments Tina 10. Just I want y'all to put that out there in the atmosphere. Everybody that wants to see a 10th one, put Tina 10. Let her see Tina 10. ISDC 10. We will get there. But Tina, thank you. I tell y'all, she made me the MC. I didn't want to be an MC. I was the DJ for the longest time. She called me and asked me to be the MC. She is the reason why I stepped into this part of me. She is the reason. So I owe her a lot. So for her, I'm ride or die. Day one, I will forever be ISDC. So Tina, 10,
Well, they are putting
2024.
Tina 10. They're putting it on here up and down the timeline. People putting Tina 10, Tina 10. Tina is currently driving, so she can't respond, but someone typed for her. She says she loves everyone and thanks everyone for their hard work. So that is from Tina.
Okay.
She's listening right now.
But she ain't say Tina 10. She ain't say Tina 10.
Well, I mean, Dominique Martin did. Van Rogers did. Jackie Arnett did. I mean, Dee Dee, James, J3 did. So people out here going Tina 10. Well, I want to say this was my second time coming and Candyman's first time coming. I am not sure how Tina found out about me. I'm not sure if it's from Lethal. I don't know. Do we know?
Damon and myself.
Damon, thank you for the intro and thank you so much for that. But last year I literally sat there at the table with my eyes booked and my mouth open. There was a few times that Lethal had to come by and just literally just close my mouth up and just, baby, it's gonna be okay. Just relax. It's so much going on in this room. It was like culture overload. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this in one room. So to come back this year, I was ready. So how did you feel when you first saw it? Like,
I mean, I mean, I got a lot of scenarios of how I experience, and I'll just try to narrow it down to this one scenario that sticks out in my brain. I came last year. I was DJing at the time of the event, so I was separate from my wife. We had to share, the New Year's through FaceTime. So uh, this time I was there to be in the midst. So the scenario is, I feel that I'm a star. I'm a big star, but a star in his own solar system is just a star. When I went to this event, I met other stars, and it was so many stars and so many people there. Then we were in the midst of a galaxy. Now you just wasn't a solar system.
Come on.
So
Boy, he
this
laid that down. Boy, you better say that, boy. Preach.
Come on
Boy, you
now.
better preach.
this event has so many stars shining so bright, and we all shining together. That this is a big event. It's a galaxy. It's big. Tina,
Spoken
we got
word
to
right
come
there.
back. It's got to come back.
Mm.
I want to say, Tina, thank you. Thank you for having me. Hopefully Candyman will be able to spin a little bit next year. I don't know. I'm just throwing it in there. Ain't no pressure. It ain't no pressure.
I would be honored to. Honored to.
But we definitely thank you for having us. We had an amazing time. Definitely give us 10. We just started, so you got to do it. So in other words, you got to do at least 8 more years, so we can say
Come back.
Lord
I-
Jesus.
It should be like 10. No,
I just encourage everybody to leave your judgment at home and just
Tina
come
10.
and have a good time.
with an open mind and an open heart, you will not regret it. And T-Sip, but y'all know me. If it was something that I felt like, I would tell you. I'm honest.
And
I would
they
give
play
you.
good.
It
I would
was
say
great.
this much. I would say this much. If you love your style, if you love to dance, period, all you got to do is show up. Even if you got a wall, by the time it's over with, your wall will be gone, and you'll be building bridges to get up across somebody else's wall. It'll
Yes.
be down. You just got to show up. Just show up.
Yeah. Yeah. Steppers, y'all hear that? We're going to talk to Tina, but we're going to do an even better job with talking about the ISDC brand all year long. We're not going to just wait to 90 days out. You're going to hear me talk about the ISDC all year long so that way you guys can be prepared for it. Because of the way it falls, the New Year's Eve weekend like this, you want to kind of wrap your head around it because it is a little different, especially if you're not used to traveling. Some people don't travel on that weekend, and I get it. But I want to encourage you. You're going to be at the hotel. You do not have to leave. You know what I mean? So you're safe. You're in a great atmosphere. The people are loving all of it. We got a new friend,
Yeah.
Jose. I hope he still works at next
At
year.
the hotel.
At the hotel. That's all, buddy.
And if you do
So-
want to leave, just make a left. Shit, it's one strip. Everything. is one strip.
I mean, really.
Everything, man.
A call Lisa,
Everything.
we'll take you.
Man, you can get you
No.
a gallon of liquor, man, some shoes, a hat, a sandwich. I mean, man, pack of cigarettes, whatever. I mean, all on one strip.
Did we
man.
see like a hair salon?
Might get you a TV. Yeah.
No, it was a hair salon and a beauty supply place in the city.
Right.
No, a hair salon.
No, it was
and
the beauty. It was a beauty supply and an auto. It was an auto zone and a beauty supply all in the same building. Yeah, you know.
Man, you
That's how Houston do it. It's a gumbo of stuff. You ain't gonna tell what you gonna get on this trip.
get you some spark plugs and a bunny. At the same
You can't beat that. If nothing else, that's why you should come to Houston.
You get everything. They had Rainbow and Saks Fifth. I mean,
In the same building. It depends on where your money is. We ain't judging. You feel me? So listen.
oh, shout out to Shipley's. I know that free advertisement.
Oh,
but damn,
listen, bruh.
Those some good donuts, man.
It was a sin how many donuts I ate. I'm just gonna be honest. Tina, if you're looking for that box,
Yeah, she came
if you
upstairs
know you
with the
had
box.
3 boxes and you came downstairs and won but 2 boxes, I probably had a box. I ate way too
I
much.
want to thank Tina for bringing the family together, and as Jay says, the culture. And
Yeah.
as you come, and if you have an apprehension about this, I know Brandon started. He was just starting, and now he's competing in invitationals as he grew. James
Yeah.
Edwards was a starter 2-3 years ago, and now he's in invitational. There are people that were just starting in the pro-am and now are competing in invitationals.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That just tells you what their love of the dance is. And then I want to shout out to Marcus Smith and Trenville, who
Oh,
give showcases every year that leave you speechless.
International.
yeah. They're
You're
international.
looking at people that are in, and he started at the age of 14 under the tutelage of that iconic Lawrence Bradford.
They're incredible. I mean, they're trending on TikTok right now. So when I saw
When
them
you
trending,
trend
I'm
on
like,
TikTok and you
yeah,
sitting at ISDC, you can touch them and they are not unapproachable. They are always willing to dance. And Tran is from Texas, so I know she was getting up. She couldn't wait for that 30 minutes of utter gutterness, as we like to call it. They try to withhold me from it, but I couldn't help myself. But
yeah,
Wanda, and Wanda's a little, reserved, but every now and then she might get up and move a little bit, and then she'll sit back down. But she didn't stay for that 30 minutes. For New Year's, we brought in 2024,
yes, we
and I
did.
hope to see us do another one. And
Yeah,
let's just say for everybody that's on here, all promoters, if you're looking for somewhere to come and enjoy, I just want you to see it for one time. I know it's New Year's Eve and you might have a promotion going on, but if you don't, come see it. Instructors, bring your students to let
yeah,
them see it and engulf themselves in something not just in their city, in their state, but other countries, other states
yeah.
that have come together to show you, because you can learn something. Because sometimes your instructor takes something home and brings it to you
Mhm.
that they've learned from someone else. Wanda can tell you that Wanda she engulfs it. Her and Janetta from Shreveport, they engulf it. They get those instructors and they dance with them, and they give their students a chance to dance with those instructors. It's nothing about being selfish. It's about sharing the love. And when you share that love comes back to you.
Yeah.
It's reciprocated. I'm going to use a big word. I went into the library, Jay, and learned reciprocated.
Reciprocate.
I don't know how
Reciprocate.
to spell it exactly, but pray for me as I get my vernacular. I learned that one 2 weeks ago.
Vernacular.
And you know what? Even separate aside from the workshop, which are massive, the connections,
Yes,
the
yes.
connection for me, if I didn't dance at all, some of the connections that I made, and I have got to shout out Denise.
Denise
Denise,
Butler.
listen, Denise, I was sitting there, was it Saturday night? And I was hungry. I was so hungry
Yeah,
this
she
weekend,
made
Lord.
chicken and everything.
But I said, I would love me a good old piece of fried chicken. I was just talking. The next day, she done brought a whole trough of fried chicken that she done made at her house, some macaroni and cheese. When I tell you that food was delicious, thank you, sis. Like she literally said, you said you wanted chicken, didn't you? I'm like, what? For me, that goes far beyond, like Jay said, the dance. That's just something that we do. It's the relationships. It's my other family. Whether you be black, white, or whatever, that's still my family.
I don't want to
So
forget
yes,
those vendors
oh the vendors,
and the artwork that y'all had in the lobby of
yes,
the dance hall, of the people who were
your
gone
legends,
and
yeah,
the legends of the dance. I enjoyed. Uh, Lethal Weapon gave me a tour of those people and told me who they are. And it's
it's pretty
I don't want
special,
to forget
man.
to
When you were
mention them.
sitting amongst, you had about, let me see, you had Master Red, who was there, Connie, Constant Timms, Johnny B. All of them were there. So we actually have some of them that are still alive to receive their flowers. And of course, we always gonna give them their flowers every time they're there.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I have to, because a lot of them, all three of those people have known me since the age of 18, and I'm now 53. So they've known me before
wow,
I even started DJing or emceeing. So to see the evolution of myself, to have them watch me into what I am now, is a beautiful feeling to actually still give them their flowers. I got to give it to them every time. And Jay does that as well. Jay gets that. He drives into history. Know your history.
yeah,
Know your history. Know your history. Know
yeah,
your history. And it's a beautiful thing that he does that, because as a young man, he said, I want to know where it comes from. I want to
yeah,
talk to those people. And he
yeah,
has. and he's had documentaries, he's had videos. He even has
I
his
got
second
more coming.
Saturday.
I got more coming.
I like
He has
that.
had his second Saturday at historical El Dorado Ballroom. He went he went to the culture for real,
Wow.
and does that. And I'm also Damon and Karen. I don't want to not say their names as well because Karen sits in the background. She deals with those vendors. She's the diva of the bunch, but she keeps it up. She keeps it up, and Damon takes care of business. And his event, Labor Day weekend, Titans in Carolina. I'm there. I shout it out because it's there that I got a lot of those people to come. And I'm glad that everybody made it home safely because some people drove smooth and easy, drove from the Virginia, DC, Maryland area. They drove
Wow.
to ISDC.
Wow. Wow. Well,
They drove.
before we go, because we've been talking an hour, so we're gonna go. But I want to shout out all of the instructors, all of the DJs, all of the hosts, MCs, anybody that was a part, the setup staff, the takedown staff, the people that cleaned, if you picked up a cup and threw it in the trash, whatever, whoever was there to make this the event, the experience that it was. We want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
I mean, they served breakfast
Yes.
early on New
Oh,
Year's
J3,
morning.
baby, you might be still there taking down speakers. And I want to say shout out to you, baby, because you had 1,000 speakers in that
No,
auditorium.
we took them down. We took them down after everybody left. I helped him take that down. So that's about 3 o'clock in the morning. I helped him take them down. Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Shout
man,
out to
J3.
J3. Brother, you did your thing, Dizzle.
He
Okay?
had a whole U-Haul. He had a van. So I actually got there Thursday and helped him. And me, myself, Stu, Crazy Q, and Prince KB helped him unload that stuff on Thursday. He had
Well,
almost 30 speakers.
Man,
huge, massive undertaking. We want to tell you thank you.
y'all had a shuttle running to the
to pick up.
airport, man.
When I tell you though, it was so organized, like you said, Brandon. Everything is just so organized. So thank you for every volunteer, every person that's on the staff. Thank you so much for making us feel so welcome and so special. Listen, you can't get rid of us now, so
Yeah,
you gotta have us now. So
we
whatever.
just gonna show up at the damn hotel
And
next
just
year.
be like, period. Okay. So anyway, we love you,
Hey,
panelists.
look at this one more time. Tina 10. I know you got a lot of other events. You've named a lot of other events that are going on the stepping side. I need y'all to put that in the ISDC page and put Tina 10. If you got to do a picture, put Tina 10. And she's gonna see it. But not only when she says Tina 10, start buying your tickets early. Don't make her wait. Don't
Oh, Tina 10 t-shirt. I love it.
I like
To the
right?
10, let's get it.
I think it'll sell.
Well, let's go on and get the copyrights on it.
All right. But guys, thank y'all so much for agreeing at the last minute to come on this live. I appreciate y'all so much, more than you'll ever know. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. If there's anything, I know if there's anything that I can do, if there's anything I can do to help you promote whatever you got going on, just inbox me and let me know, and I'll do what I can to assist you guys. How about that?
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Much love, T.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Lady, I've been sucking on this new pen the whole show.
Are you serious? Okay.
All right, let's
New pen is off the chain, so we got to. All right, bye y'all. We love y'all. Bye. You really been sucking? What I need to do? What I need to